Hello viewers, the topic for today is providing quality service to power consumers. We have been observing that the power sector and the power supply has become so uncertain during summer season when the customers require more units of power, then there will be power cut. The reason being the hydro power stations for generating electricity will not work because there will be no flow of water during summer. And our alternative current, the alternative for the traditional power generation is not so encouraging, though we are improving on that score. We are yet to do a lot of things to make solar power, wind power and other energies to the grid. So, the power scarcity, particularly during summer, is continuing all over the country. When there is a particular department to ensure proper power supply, when it is not in a position to supply the power because of the scarcity, and at times when the collieries like Singareni collieries and other collieries, if there is a strike or disturbance in those areas, then getting sufficient quantity of coal to thermal plants is becoming difficult. Whatever might be the reason, ultimately the sufferer is a consumer. When somebody comes forward to supply energy to the consumers, it is the bounden obligation of the supplier to see that the power is supplied continuously. The main problem with these power supply agencies is that they are not in a position to recover the amount from the users because of some beneficial schemes announced by the government. So as a result, these power supply corporations are not in a position to pay even to the power generation companies. Now the government of India has very strongly taken up the issue of payment to the generating units by the distribution companies, and if there is any due, they will not be given further supply. The rules of the government might be stringent, but ultimately the end user is put to lot of problems. So it has to be somehow managed in such a way that continuous power supply, that too quality power supply, according to Electricity Supply Act, the Act permits only 6% plus or minus. Suppose if the power distribution company promises 230 volts, naturally either 6% less or 6% more variation can be allowed according to the Act. But there were many instances when the power supply or the voltages are fluctuating very high, even as against 230 volts. There were instances when the power supply went off to a maximum of 280 volts. Naturally, the electrical appliances which they use at home are burnt, a tremendous loss to the consumer. Having observed all these aspects, now again the Energy Department suggested a few guidelines to DISCOMs, distribution companies. In order to enhance the level of consumer service, Energy Department identified 4 key factors which are to be monitored continuously, and accordingly they want to judge the performance of DISCOMs. The 4 points that are suggested, the key performance indicators are operational reliability. It carries 45 marks. The second one is connection and other services, 10 marks. Metering, billing and collection, 30 marks. Fault rectification and grievance redressal, 15 marks. This is how now DISCOM's performances are adjudged, and accordingly the schemes to encourage DISCOMs would be made applicable to those DISCOMs which are good at their performance. So this ultimately benefits consumers. So some rules are now framed on even the quality of service that is being provided by distribution companies. Next, we come forward with some other topic in the next episode.
For more videos, please subscribe to our Gora Viniyogi channel presented by Dr. Samaram Multi-Channel Network, which has more than 18 crore views, and click the bell icon for notification of our new videos.
Please download Samaram Multi-Channel app and watch your favorite channels from your mobile. App available on Google Play Store, and subscribe to the channels.